Okay. Well, I'll just go
for it,
live.
yeah.
We're live!
Cool.
Hello, everybody!
Where's the comments?
The comments are here.
Cool.
Hello, everyone. First time live in about a month, so it's nice to be here. Let us know in the comments if you can see us and hear us okay, and then we'll be up and running.
Was it a month ago?
It was over a month now.
Fantastic.
I've got tonsillitis.
Have you though?
Yeah, I have got white dots all over my tonsils and I'm taking amoxicillin.
Oh, really?
I love that you question it though.
Yeah, but I couldn't see any white dots when I looked.
Do you want to get the torch on them?
Yeah, let's
I don't want to do it online.
Let's all have a look at Leah's tonsils.
Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Hello Lynn. Hello John. Just Lynn and John.
John Helwig. I like seeing John Helwig. I mean, to be honest, John, I only ever see the back of your head because I always remember your profile photos. For some reason, it's a photo of the back of your head. But it sticks out to me. So, yeah, thanks for all your support as well.
Thank you, John. And thanks for sending a couple of questions in. That really helps us with our live. So I don't know whether to just jump straight into it or just chat to you guys for a bit. You got any updates?
Oh, we're in May already. How are we in May already? It's nuts. There's so much has happened already this year. Obviously, you guys have seen getting off to a fantastic start this year with the Squatter series.
Yeah, I can't see a thing anyone's saying, so I'm going to have to zoom into this.
No problem.
Oh, gosh, I hate your laptop.
It's not my laptop.
It's my laptop, but we're in Atch's little office, which we always joke is like one of our rental rooms. It's a little box room. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I can see now. Hello, everyone.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you said you can't believe it's May.
Can't believe it's May.
No, it's like 8 weeks till we get married as well, and I'm so not ready.
8 weeks?
Yeah, I counted when I was on my therapy call.
Can't be 8 weeks.
I counted the weeks when I was on my therapy call. It's 8 weeks.
Well, I'm not ready, so...
I'm not ready. I don't have a hairdresser, I don't have shoes, I don't have a table, I don't have a seating plan. I don't have a hotel plan.
A few things to do,
gosh.
but, you know, we'll do them. We'll get them done. We'll get them done.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Hi Sandra, hi Laurie, hi John, hi Leah, hi everyone else that's on the chat that's commented.
Oh, we've got another Leah on the call.
Yeah, Leah. So where do we start? Should we start with some questions that people are asking us?
Yeah, there were some good questions up here, so we shall scroll straight up to the top. So you can read them out. Cool.
Just a couple of questions. How are things going with your current rentals, and are there any new updates?
In terms of updates, obviously you've had all of the squatter videos, which that was like the main start to the year. That was the thing that was bothering us. And then in terms of our current rentals, everything that we've got locally is up and running, working. We had some changes that we've been going through, but we're now making good progress and we're full.
Yeah, so it's been a big learning curve. I think what we did was we scaled pretty quickly, and that was always the goal. And then the plan after that was to make things as efficient as possible. So over the last 6 months or so, we've been working on making the portfolio as efficient as possible. Looking at things like the management systems.
I'm just laughing because you repeat yourself. They're like, really efficient as possible. So we're very efficient as possible.
Just in case you didn't know, efficiency is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
No, so we've been looking at the management. I've been looking at the management processes, how we do things, the people involved. We've transitioned from the first style of management and agent that we worked with. We've moved away. We've moved to a bit of a hybrid style model.
With like a remote agent. So we don't have an agent that lives around here anymore. She's like an online agent.
Yeah.
And then we're more like on the ground people.
Yeah, so she'll deal with all the sort of like contracts, all the legalities around, renting and all that sort of stuff. And we have kind of set up like a process and a system with local people. And it just gives us a bit more control over the whole thing as well. So yeah, we're, as Leah said, we're full. There's no voids, there's no major issues at the moment, which is good because obviously there's a lot going on this year.
Yeah.
We've got the care home conversion to the nursing home, which obviously is ongoing. We'll update you guys soon on that as well. We're looking at another larger deal, which we would love to be able to share with you guys soon. So yeah, I don't want to say we're going to take anything else on this year. You never know. I'd like to, but equally there's a lot going on.
I think if we were to take anything more on this year, it would just overwhelm. Maybe like after September, because then the care home will be finished, and potentially like up running, cash flowing, investors are getting paid, and then we can look at the next deal if our other thing that's in the pipeline doesn't.
Yeah.
The other thing that we have in the pipeline we haven't shared because, number one, we learned our lesson kind of early on not to share things until they're like signed, sealed, and delivered. And number two, it's slow. It's going to be so like the slowness on solicitors and like the slowness on a transaction of the size it is just like, what is the point even sharing it with people, because there wouldn't be updates for months. Like I remember recently on a call with our business partner, he said, oh, did you see in the email there was a 4-week delay because a solicitor couldn't print out some, like they needed a A3 printer to print out like an old deed.
How mad is that?
And I was like, a 4-week delay for a piece of paper.
There's this thing called Amazon Prime which delivers the next day. If you needed to order like a printer from Amazon, it could come the next day.
Honestly.
Like, oh my days. Anyway, maybe that's a video for another time. Like this whole like industry, this whole industry is so slow. And it's like, how can it all be digitalized and sped up and this sort of thing? But yeah, for another time.
Exactly. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When you're on Zoom calls, do you ever open that window? Is it too loud with the road? Is it a bit loud?
There's a lot of traffic that goes by.
A bit too loud. No problem. I don't normally overheat. I'm usually the cold one, but on this live stream today I'm a little bit. Oh yeah, it's a bit loud for the audience, isn't it? Yeah.
People living here, traffic. Yeah.
Let's close it. So I'll scroll down and see if there's any more questions.
I could fan you. I could go, but then I can't talk, so I'd be like, but then I have to talk and.
No, I don't want that.
Okay.
This is quite a funny question.
Lynn.
Lynn said, "What happened with the patio furniture property? Where the neighbours kept taking your outdoor chairs, did that end?" It's a really good question, Lynn, because the last time I went there, the first thing I did was go straight outside and have a look if the chairs were there. And they were there. They were all there. So I haven't been to that property for a while, but the last time I checked, they were all there. So yeah, it's just hilarious. I think that, oh my gosh, we were there, actually a lie, we were there recently for another viewing of something in the area, and you could swear that you saw the guy who I had the run-in with, the patio chair man. No,
I don't know if it was him, it was a tenant from that property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see them, because anyone who's got a phone would have, like geolocation thing, like if you see something that goes viral in your area, it shows it to you. So he's probably seen it if he goes on the internet.
Yeah.
So I was scared to see him. So yeah, Lynn, it did end. They stopped taking our furniture. One thing that really bothered me about that whole scenario was not the chairs in the end. It was the fact that when the newspapers wrote about it in the UK, and people said that I made it up. They were like, she's obviously making this up for content.
Why would you make that up?
And they were like, clues in the name, YouTuber. Obviously, this is all staged. And I was like, as if I would make up somebody stealing my things. Honestly. Anyway, that really bothered me.
Unreal.
So Lynn's also asked, thank you, Lynn, for sending these questions in. Curious what screening process you utilise, if any, for potential tenants. So this is a great question because at the beginning, I remember just putting out the adverts on Spare Room, and then like whatever comes back, you're just like, okay, how do we? There's got to be a process, hasn't there? Of like, how you vet these people and stuff. With a hybrid agent that we use, they go through several checks. So one of the checks here, I'm not sure if you're a UK follower, is like the right to rent in the UK, which is like checking that you've got all the right paperwork to be legally here in the UK. One of them is like a a DBS search, like to see if you've got a criminal record and things like that. Another reference check is from like your current employer, where you work, how long you've worked there for. You know, if someone's on like a 3-month probation somewhere and they haven't got guaranteed work after the 3 months, then that also affects their like their tenancy checks. Like that comes up to us, it gets flagged. So there's loads of things to go through, but usually it costs around it's not really like you can pay to like have it done if you're someone managing your own. So like, for instance, like a family member of ours, they can pay someone like a one-off fee to do background checks and do tenant checks and do the AST contracts. But with us, it's included with our hybrid agent. Yeah,
to be honest, I've just got no desire to do any of that sort of stuff ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just...
And also the software's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you can pay, like, there are cheaper alternatives than having like a full-on managing agent, but I just think it's just nice to... I don't mind paying the additional fee for somebody to just do everything to you, and then they can actually run you through things. I just prefer it. I think running it like a business, I just prefer it.
Yeah.
With that setup.
I think that's one good thing about, like, you've never really been, like a kind of, what's the nice way of saying it? Like, cutting corners. You've never tried to cut any corners. You're like, do it properly, do it well, do it professionally, and that's been the way we've operated our business. And that's kind of what we learnt when we were learning all about property, and I think we have applied that. There's a lot of people that learn about property but then ignore all the learnings and just do a little bit more DIY. But
I think like cutting corners just always comes and bites you in the ass at some point. At some point.
Bound to
anyway.
So I'm just gonna guys, I'm just gonna zoom out a second, and I'm just going to read the next lot of questions. John said it's not my real head, which is really funny. So there's a slight delay as to when we say stuff and then we see your responses. So 8 weeks, yikes. That was about the wedding, Leah said. Lynn said, will you post a brief blog of the wedding? Understand you'll be busy enjoying the day. Yeah, it's actually a question I've got just on that subject. I've got so much footage on my phone. I've got footage of like viewings for where we'd have the wedding, viewings, not properties, but venues we didn't go ahead with. I've got tasting sessions with caterers we didn't go ahead with.
Really? I don't remember all this.
I've got every part of the process has pretty much been documented. Going and buying bridesmaid dress, going and buying my own. Well, I don't know if I documented finding my wedding dress. I think I was having a really bad week, but I got some photos and like I've just got loads of things and footage, and I haven't put any of it together because I'm really scared to share something like that. I just don't know. There's already so many cooks. There's already so many people's opinions on our wedding, and I just felt like putting it on the internet is just opening up more opinions. And I know that's a me problem. So
I think like we talk about this a lot as well in terms of like, what do we share? What don't we share? How personal do we get when we share?
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit of an ongoing conversation. Like, we like doing the lifestyle stuff. We like sharing moments, but I just don't know about the whole wedding thing. I mean, I'll be honest. I think about like content and like projects and all this sort of stuff quite a lot. I feel like I definitely won't be thinking about it on the wedding day.
Yeah. We do have a videographer who I've booked for the wedding day, and he is incredible, like amazing videographer, and he's going to be bringing he's probably going to get like a drone shot of like the outside, and he's going to get me getting ready, you getting ready, and arriving in the church, and then the party. He's going to get everything, and then he's going to edit it down into like a highlight reel, because I didn't want like hours and hours and hours and hours of footage. I just kind of wanted a slightly longer one, and then like a short 8 to 15 minute highlight reel, because when are you going to sit down? I mean, maybe you'd sit down one day and watch hours and hours and hours of content, but I don't really know if As an efficient man, I just can't see you doing that.
I think we'll take a call on it. I think we'll take a call on it. We'll see how we feel at the time.
Yeah.
There will be a video of it. Whether or not we
choose to share it or
whether or not we choose to share it, I don't know yet. But.
I know, and I was on my Scotland trip as well, and I met some of our subscribers and people that have followed me for many years, obviously across multiple platforms, and some of them just said to me, Leah, just keep it for you guys. And they were just like, you don't need to share that for like clout or for any. If I'm sharing it, it's because we want to share that. But they were just like, don't feel like you have to. And I just thought it was really nice. I thought, I wish I could just send it to you guys, like the real supporters, and not anyone who's, just get a lot of people on the internet that are just not nice.
Yeah, like almost like.
Just like the community.
Yeah, I know.
And
without just putting it on the internet for anyone to see.
Yeah, that's what I wish. And I know there's probably a way with things like Patreon or like YouTube memberships. I know there is a way, I don't know. Anyway. Something we'll think about.
Thank you to Sick Lid, by the way.
Thank you, Sick Lid.
Is a lid. So lid is, for me, isn't that a haircut?
Sick Lid.
Or like, it's also a helmet if you're a motorcyclist, isn't it? Lid.
Sick Lid.
Anyway.
Trying to figure out Sick Lid's name.
Yeah.
So Sick Lid said, since my invite was lost in the mail, my gosh, I think everyone was lost in the mail because we didn't drama. I need a place to rent when I arrive. Oh no. What's happened? We lost connection?
Okay.
Oh, we're back on. Sorry,
back
guys. That was really funny, Sick Lid. You're going to need a place to rent when you arrive. Yeah. We're going to have to try and put you up in one of our rooms then. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you, though, for the kind donation.
Beverly was just asking an interesting question.
Yeah.
Will you be moving out into your own home? If so, will you be purchasing or renting? Such a big topic.
Such a big topic, Beverly. So big. So you may remember from about, start of last year, we were I was really looking into the viewings and the potential places where we'd buy to live and start our lives in our own home. I know.
I just let you get on with it. I was just like, what are you doing?
And then I basically said, no, we're going to get married and we'll just discuss this afterwards. And I basically made the executive call to postpone the house hunt and just focus on the wedding. The wedding will soon be over. We've got 2 weddings, by the way. We've got the UK one and then we've got one in Greece in September. When they're all over, then the house hunt. I mean, there is some sort of we are doing some house hunting again, but it's in a different style. We'll talk about that maybe in the future.
I just feel quite overwhelmed at the moment. I think I like to multitask. I like to have a million things going on at once, but I feel like I don't want to think about it right now, which is rare for me. But
you're not usually an avoider.
Yeah,
no.
But I feel like I genuinely can't think about it right now. I cannot put any headspace into that at the moment.
I got asked a lot on the trip. Sorry to keep going back to the trip, but I obviously got to meet some of our subscribers and stuff. Are you going to buy a place? Are you going to rent a place? And I just thought to myself, I don't know the answers to any of these questions because we need to look at our finances when the wedding's over. We need to go, okay, what do we want to do? What works for our lifestyle? Not what do we do just because everyone else is doing it. If we buy a house or build a house or buy the land and build it, it needs to be because we want to do it.
Yeah.
If we choose to rent, then what does our lifestyle look like? Is our plan to move around a bit? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much unknown.
I feel like it just needs a deep discussion, and I don't feel like any of us can put the time into it and have the headspace to really dedicate to it at the moment. I feel like it might be something we should start to talk about towards the end of the year.
I think so too.
But I just think now it just needs to be parked.
Yeah, and I think as well, I know everyone's like, interest rates are rising, it's just not the right time to buy, and you walk up and down the street and you see that houses stuck on the market and they're still for sale. But I don't think it's really that high. I just think we got in when it was low.
I feel like as well, like it's not about is it the right time to get in? Is it the wrong time to get in? Because I feel like property is one of those things where there's never a right time for anything. So it's like, it comes down to what our longer term plans are, i.e., you know, do we want to stick around here? Do we want to move to a different area? Do we want to be based in the UK? Like, it's answering these types of questions. Because, like, if, for example, the answers to those questions are, no, we want flexibility, no, we want to move around, no, then, you know, why would you buy a house? If the thing is, no, we want a bit of stability, no, we want to stick around here, no, okay, then maybe buying a house is probably an option. So it's like, it's answering these types of questions, but I just think unless, like, we need to go through it.
We need to go through it because we have done a little bit of going through it. But it's not like we've never had these conversations. No, I know, I just want to highlight that.
Yeah.
But it also opens up even more doors, doesn't it? Because then you go, okay, well, when are we having children? When are we having children? When/if, you know, like we go, okay, well, if we're going to have children, then why would we travel around?
If you ask your dad,
if
your dad said today, he was like, yeah, I know, you start the day after the wedding. And I'm like,
when he started, that was another question I got when we were away, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was quite nice. If we're having children, then we need to get all of our travel stuff done. Not done, but you need to kind of have done a bit of that before, because life will change.
You know what I hate? I hate the feeling that life is a checklist.
Honestly,
like, I hate the feeling of like
checklist.
You have to like tick these boxes and do these things. I don't know. It's like
so annoying, and we're all what do you call it? Like, we're all victim to the checklist.
Like,
do you not remember when a family member of mine was like, yeah, well, now that I'm married, kids, first kid, second kid, married, mortgage, pet, they've got a pet as well, and done it all, no one asks me questions anymore of like, when are you going to get engaged? When are you going to get married? When are you going to have a kid? When are you going to... she was like, people just don't ask. They just So you get all these questions. One day, no one will care. They'll just stop asking.
Yeah.
And then you'll go, oh, no one cares.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah.
But I think we do have a lot of stuff, and it's exciting because we're in a privileged place.
Yeah.
Because we've got a business that's making money.
Yeah.
And we've got some. We're not starting from zero. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So I think that's a good place to be in.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next question, guys.
Next question. I want to pick up on John Doyle's question, because actually I noticed that John left us a comment on one of our videos. I don't know exactly which one.
Yeah.
Just recently, and John mentioned a solicitor that's on YouTube that talks about squatters a lot. So I screenshotted it so we can actually check that out. So thanks for that, John. John said, hi Leah, when you travel, do you ever look at the local real estate markets to get ideas, etc.?
Yeah, I always do. I love looking into the window of estate agents. So like real estate agents have all their adverts in the window. We did it, didn't we, when we were in Edinburgh together? We saw it hold the island of Aran up for £330,000.
Yeah.
The whole island.
Yeah.
I love it. Obviously, I was away again recently, and I was looking at all of the stuff for sale, and I was like, is that a good price for a bungalow? Or is that expensive? Is it this? Is it? And don't necessarily look for ideas. I just look for like comparability.
Yeah.
Is that a real word?
Just out of interest, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Like, you and I have both said we'd love to go to a different country and sort of like go into an estate agent, realtor.
Oh, I would love to do something like
understand the market a bit more, not because we want to invest there, but just out of interest to see what's happening and what's going on.
And I am obsessed with like the trashy shows as well, like the Netflix shows that look, they're not trashy, are they? But you know, I know that it's a lot of it's all fictional.
Yeah.
Like the real estate shows, I just love them. So yeah, I would absolutely love to do something like that in the future with our channel.
Yeah.
Yes. Next question.
Interestingly, Christie's just asked, has Michael, in quote marks, tried contacting you since the last call about where you left his things?
Is that Christine? Or Christy?
Christy.
Oh, Christy. Oh, Christy.
Yeah.
Michael tried contacting. I blocked his number because I didn't want him. He's got my
did
phone
you?
number. Yeah, I blocked
Yeah,
I just
good
blocked
idea,
it.
actually, because he 100% would have still been trying to go on dates with you.
It was
Michael.
just so uncomfortable.
His name definitely wasn't Michael now.
No,
we were
it
so
wasn't.
naive to it that we were like, oh, it's Michael. It's Michael. It's not Michael.
His name's saved in my phone as Michael's burner phone.
Your name is not Michael.
Squatter
Michael.
burner phone. Yeah. So no, even if he had tried to contact me, oh wait, you've asked about where we left his things. No, because I believe he received his things. I think he did text me when we left, being like, got them, thanks. So yeah, that was it really.
Yeah.
He hasn't. We did it all by the book, so there was nothing left over. His bicycle was stolen, so we obviously couldn't give that back. He left it outside.
As was our shed.
We forgot
The
to put that in the video.
The entire shed. So we
is
didn't
gone.
put that in. So we like turn up to the property, and I'm like, there was a giant shed here, like with things in it.
We should do like a 5 things you should know before buying a house in North East Lincolnshire.
If it's not screwed down, it's gone.
It's taken.
Honestly, the shed is like,
Ginormous.
it's not ginormous, but
It was big.
big to take out of a garden that has gates that are locked.
The shed was like the same size as
probably
this office.
probably a similar size to this office,
and it was gone.
Like
they've
unreal.
actually not that it was screwed, but they've lifted it out. How would you get that out?
We didn't even bat an eyelid either. We just looked at it and went,
The
shed's gone. Onto the squatter.
I would have loved it if we'd put that in the video.
Honestly.
Where we come into the video and then we go, shed's
gone.
gone. That would have been so good.
Better deal with the squatter. Anyway.
Did we put it in our update video?
Can't remember.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Maybe we did.
Maybe. We've got a video coming out soon where we go up and we've looked around the progress and we'll share that soon.
Due to update you guys soon, because a lot has happened on that project.
There's a lot.
We're flying through it now.
There's a lot.
Christie's also asked, P.S. Any honeymoon away planned?
I got this as one of my most asked questions recently.
Not yet.
I just said, look, I'm doing all the wedding, just planning the honeymoon.
I was told that yesterday, so...
I just said, look, it's my 30th and you got the honeymoon. I'm leaving that on you.
This is what's going to happen.
Right.
I think we're just going to go to Europe for a couple of days.
Little
mini moon, a few days after the wedding.
Yeah.
Do some stuff.
Have my birthday.
Have your birthday, and then we'll figure out a proper honeymoon at a later date, I think.
Should we do a thing where we say where we're going to go and we say to everyone we know, if you want to be in this country at this time, be there, and this is where we're going to have dinner.
Really?
And if you want to be there, fly there, be there.
Oh,
because then who you don't know who's going to turn up to your 30th, be like, who's going to be there? Might just be me, you, and
anyone
one other person.
Anyone want to come to our mini moon?
No, because it's my 30th, and I'm not saying I need another party, but I'm just saying that
it's your 30th / our post-wedding getaway.
I can't believe I've been done over with a joint 30th and honeymoon.
Yeah.
Sucks. And I'm joking. I'm very lucky. But yeah, damn it.
Just checking out some more questions.
We missed a load of questions as well, but there's quite a lot coming.
Lynn said, Fox News needs to hire you to create engaging stories. Your squatter series was so engaging, and I looked forward to the next instalment every week. Their story was so dry.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
traction.
Well, not a lot. We got a bit of a mixed views and opinions on Fox News, because obviously
I didn't
Fox
realise
News
they were like...
is from the States. It's like we don't know Fox News in detail, so some people were like, oh, Fox News is all awful, the people are awful, and then they got political, and it kind of just went over our head, because we're not in that space, if you know what I mean. So
I was just like,
but
I didn't know whether to turn that down.
But over here, correct me if I'm wrong, but BBC News, Sky News,
neutral.
They're all there's no it's not like one is very this and one is very that.
Okay, so I think I know about this. Right. I think in the UK,
they
just deliver the news.
Yeah.
But in America,
Right.
they have opinions on the news.
No, that would never happen in
England.
UK.
So like in America, they'll just be like, this is squatter harassing her, and it's bad because landlords should be able to.
So they actually put their opinion.
Like news anchors are different.
Oh my god! Really?
I think that's the difference. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Between a news anchor and like a news reporter. We've got news reporters.
Ours literally read off a script. Like they deliver. It's like the same on each channel.
Like it's very rare that you know the political stance of your news reporter because they just say the news with they're not meant to show their bias, and they all say like on Twitter they're like, views are my own, not the views of the BBC or not the views of ITV, because they can't be aligned either way. Yeah. But if you're a journalist in the UK, it's different because journalists like Piers Morgan and people like that are public with how they feel. Right. Piers Morgan is not a news reporter; he's a journalist.
Interesting.
So
I understand now.
So
that makes sense. I didn't know that that's how they did it in the US.
When we got invited to the Jesse Waters show, and I was away working, and it would have been at 1 a.m. in the morning, and you'd have been here. We would have tuned in remotely to the show. In the end, I was just like, guys, it's really inconvenient, and they were like, do you know what? It's fine. We've got some breaking news anyway, so let's reschedule the interview. Everyone told us that said news reporter has got a very strong political stance, and apparently would have been a difficult interview for us. Well, we haven't done it, but I don't know. Let us know if we should do it, guys, because they got back in touch.
Let us know.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Nakoti's name. I see Nakoti in the comments a lot on our YouTube.
Really? Oh, Nakoti!
Yeah. I'm like starting to like learn people's names. Like I see Leah Dunsey a lot. I see Chrissy a lot. I see Nakoti a lot. I see John lots. I see Lynn loads. Catherine Reeves.
Lovely. Catherine Reeves. Yeah, I know Catherine Reeves.
Catherine's just
still there.
Just come back.
Okay, shall I just nice work. Shall I zoom in a bit on the chat?
Slightly, that's it.
So if I scroll back up,
we were just saying no, it's gone down.
Okay.
We were just saying thanks so much to Catherine because she's amazing.
And Catherine also very kindly sent us a wedding gift to our PO box, and it's like really lovely. It's like a big set of pans and pots and like beautiful. Moving in stuff, and we've put it all in. Well, it's actually in the loft, ready for our future home one day. So I don't want to open it and use it here because we've got some stuff here, but that's going to be our stuff.
Thank you.
So it's really nice.
Really appreciate it.
I realise we've skipped a couple of questions, so we just have a quick, because I can see like, has AK ever been stateside?
Yeah. Nakoti, I have been stateside. I lived in New Jersey for 6 months when I was like 21 or 22 or something like that, when I was quite young.
I don't know why I just said. Oh.
Yeah, no,
it was really
super
cute.
super homesick. I only managed 6 months. I was meant to be there for like a couple of years, and I've been to all the basic places. Like I've been to New York, I've been to LA, and I've been to Vegas. It's all the super. But I. Do
you want to go to any of the
guys,
I
really, really want to do a tour around the US with Leah.
No, he said it so many times.
I just really want to do it, and I want to visit Canada as well. Like I want to do some form of tour around the States. Like
you've said about hiring a certain car and stuff as well. Like he always goes on about it.
I'd love to just hire like a Mustang or like a Chevrolet or like something like that, just American car, and just go round the States in it. Like I just want to feel the American vibe. I
told him, I said, guys, how are you going to deal with the food? I was like, Akile, you're not going to be able to deal with the food. And he was like, I'll just do it. And I was like, okay.
I will never forget the first not the first time I went to America, but like the first time I kind of went before I was about to live there. And I remember going to, so it was in New Jersey. It was near a place called, this town called Marwa, like small little town.
Yeah.
And I remember we were staying in this hotel there, and I remember like going to this like food place, and a lot of the food places were like on the motorway.
Oh right.
Like.
Well, like a little service station.
No. Like in the UK, it would be a service station, but in the US, like. They have like restaurants along the highway, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I know.
And like we went there, and like I remember ordering like a salad and something else, like a steak, and I was like, oh, can I have some salad with that? And the salad was like enough for, honestly, I reckon I could have eaten it for 3 days. And I was like, what? Like,
did you get a takeaway box?
Yeah, like, and then they give it you in a box, and I was like,
That's
wow,
the best thing.
This is cool.
I
Yeah.
love that they don't bat an eyelid if you want a takeaway.
Yeah.
Like, it's not at all a bad thing. They're just like, yeah, do you want takeaway, takeout box or something?
Yeah, I was like, I need to obviously put this in a box.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I remember just like, and then, because like over here, the portions are really small. So I would have like a steak, a salad, and a dessert and stuff.
Yeah, you'd have loads.
And it would be fine. And over there, I had like a steak, which was 3 times the size, a salad, which was 3 times the size, and a cheesecake, which was like the size of my head. And I was like, huh? Like, I didn't realise it was going to be this much food. Like,
oh my
geez.
God. The food though, like I just like having a salmon mash and broccoli.
Yeah.
When I went to the Cheesecake Factory,
yeah,
it was just like the biggest piece of salmon. Like, it was so big.
Yeah. I
was just in heaven, and they cooked it so beautifully.
I'll never forget. Like, going to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
To get some cheesecake. Not being able to finish it, but then taking it back to my hotel room and just getting in bed and eating this cheesecake. I was just like living the American dream. like it was just
that is so funny.
Yeah. Vanilla cheesecake with some strawberry or raspberry coulis.
Oh my gosh,
the one.
That's hilarious. Cichlid.
Sorry, I'm to America.
I mean, do you know what? I said to Ash, look, we could do a mini moon, and then maybe our proper honeymoon is this adventure.
I would love that.
Which would be incredible. And we should set up our little saving pot for the American adventure. And it would just be obviously incredible, like memories that you would just never forget. And then if we did go over to Canada as well, we could do so much stuff there as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much. And I was talking to some of the legends on the trip, and they were like, if you want to come to Salt Lake City, if you want to come to Utah, if you want to come to Memphis, if you're not, and I was just like, oh my gosh, there's all these people.
Is Salt Lake City in America?
Yes, in Utah.
Oh, Utah.
They're like, genuinely, I was like, don't make empty offers, because I will actually turn up on your doorstep. Like, don't do the whole like, if you want to come see me in Chicago. I was like, oh no, I don't think you get it. Like, I will actually come. So it was really funny because they were genuinely so nice, and they were like offering to like invite, they were like if you're ever in the area, like, let's grab a coffee, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, before you know it, I've got someone in every state I could visit, not stay with, but just like hang out with. I thought it was really nice. So Crinkle said,
I always see Crinkle in the comments as well.
Crinkle's a legend. Since you are having 2 weddings, are you wearing the same outfits for both? No, I'm not actually. So Aksh's first cousin's wife is a dress designer. She's kindly offered to design me a dress for my second wedding. So she asked me about a year ago. I kept it completely on the down low. She was like, look, I really want to design something, but I'm quite new. I've only ever designed for myself. Can I design your wedding dress? And I went, go for it, babes. And I got measured up in like January, and then she ordered all of the materials, blah, blah, blah. So I've got 2 outfits is what I'm saying. But my UK wedding, I've just got like a normal, actually the designer is American. I got my dress from an American designer, and the dress just arrived recently. I ordered it in October last year.
Wow. And
it was being, sent over and made in America.
I don't think I'll be... I have no idea. I probably won't wear the same suit because the UK will be very different to Greece, like the weather.
I think you're going to need something
I'm not
light
going to wear like
in Greece. You're going to need
here,
something like linen or something.
I'm going to wear something a bit more casual. Probably open white shirt with some trousers.
Really?
I don't know.
Like, that's a really nice idea.
Don't know.
Maybe I'm going to look really overdressed in Greece then. Are you going to go really cash?
No, I just...
Like,
do you know what? I haven't thought about it. I need to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Not out of the way.
No, I know what you mean. It's quite funny when you say that. Get it out of the way. Okay. Pictures of the day. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely share pictures of the day. We're just trying to decide if we will share, like, the video of the day. Do you know what I mean? And I think, as well... I really would be upset if like all of our guests posted loads of videos before us, because I'm just like, is our memory to show? So I just I don't really know how to word that to people. I did say like, please don't take pictures when we're in the church, like, because then all of our video content will just be people on their phones. Like that's all you're going to see the whole time.
Yeah.
So I do need to put something really on the wedding website that says I would appreciate it if you just waited until we post our stuff.
We'll remind people.
Do you know what I mean? It's so awkward, isn't it, in a digital age?
Lynn just said something there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Lynn has a villa on Hilton Head Island. That just sounds amazing. I don't know what it is. But South Carolina is it North
Oh my
Carolina?
gosh.
Which is the one where
Wait,
which is the uni that Michael Jordan went to?
Oh, I don't remember. We watched that documentary ages ago.
No, I think it might be North Carolina.
What a docu that was.
I can't remember. But
oh my gosh. I have a close relationship with our realtor. You could stay. Oh my gosh, I'd set you up with our realtor to have those discussions.
Oh my God.
That
How
would
cool
be insane.
That would be really cool.
Oh my gosh, Lynn. You know what? I hope this is not
Don't make
any
empty
offers. Because you're dealing with us. We'd actually show up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Leah said, have you considered purchasing or do you already own any Airbnb type properties? And what are your thoughts on that? So we don't own any Airbnb properties, but I really like the Airbnb strategy. What are your thoughts on the Airbnb strategy?
Well, so since COVID, obviously now it's over here, it's called Airbnb strategy or serviced accommodation has become huge. Yeah. So many more people are doing staycations in the UK. Yeah. Primarily, not so much because of the cost, but more so because they just didn't realise it was nice and it was so much of a thing until they started doing it.
Yeah.
What we're seeing now is so many companies. There's this website in the UK called UK Retreats, and essentially what they do is that they're a website that connects you with these kind of like staycation style properties, Airbnb style properties, and there'll be things like tree houses or pigsties they call them, which is like the metal, the sort of metal like structures. It's massive over here now. Yeah.
And it's so much so that Achille sent me a link to one and said, what do you think about staying in one of these retreats? And obviously going there for fun, but also doing a property tour of it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I just thought that would be a really nice thing if you guys would be interested in seeing some more unique properties that we could go and stay in and also turn it into content and stuff like that. So I just think it would be really cool. And then potentially, I know this is harder to achieve, but talk to the property owner if we can, if it's not managed by if it's not all remote, where you unlock a digital box and get the key, and just talk to them a little bit about their Airbnb and I just think it's always good to hear people's stories about how they got into it, especially with those unique homes that are just so cool.
A lot of them as well, like some of them are a bit more exclusive than others, and one of them was on like the Channel 4 shows and stuff. George Clark.
Oh yeah.
Amazing
George Clark,
Spaces. And things like that. And obviously, when they get on there, they're like fully booked for years. So that helps them.
That's so good. Like I find that any of these places, or even just restaurants that get onto like Chef's Table, people just fully book them. It's incredible exposure, isn't it?
Incredible.
It's so good.
Crazy. There was another question that I
I know we've missed loads, so you might want to just scroll back up.
I know, I think it's because it disconnected. Maybe we didn't miss them. But okay, so let's move on.
Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, we've just gone past Catherine's donation. That's really kind. Thank you so much. So you said your stuff is in the shed and he took the whole flipping thing. Oh no. So we don't know if Michael took the shed, but the shed was stolen.
Why is that just not clicked till now?
Why did we not? No way.
100% Michael took the shed. Surely.
Michael took the shed.
Well,
how did he have the capacity?
There was stuff in there. As in there wasn't like a lot of stuff. There was like garden tools, tools in there, like bits and pieces like that. But yeah, the whole shed's gone. I'm telling you, the shed was literally not far off the size of this room. Like, okay, a little bit smaller than this room, but it's a big one. It was just like gone. There was just like an empty space, and we were like,
of course, Michael took the shed.
I saw a shed there last time. Yeah.
There was. I'm gonna do before and after footage of the shed, the non-existent shed. That's so funny that we just didn't think Michael would have the capacity.
No.
Or but he said his brother's got a van. His brother, how do you fit a shed in a van?
I do not know.
I think he sold the shed for cash.
No, but you can dismantle it.
He's dismantled
But it's wooden, so...
What?
Don't know.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
I wish we had cameras. I would have loved to have included like Ring doorbell footage of Michael selling off the shed.
I think we should get some. I think when we do
100 million%.
that reminds
me.
Yeah, I think we should get some.
Can't cope with the notifications because we have a Ring doorbell here and it goes off all the time.
No, but I think we should just get some CCTV. That reminds me, I'm going to make a note so that we can sort
out CCTV. Yeah.
Because actually, Nikoti's just asked here, can you hire a local property manager just to do checks on the place when at a distance? And yeah, so we actually had a conversation with a local agent last week. She went around to view the property. She actually knows a lot of people in the area as well, which is good. She's pretty well connected. She knows a lot of the builders. She actually knew the builder we're working with. She knows the project manager we're working with. So that's good. That's comforting. And actually, we'll keep you guys updated like on that project, but we are trying to look for a corporate let for that property, which will mitigate a lot of the risk because you're going to be signing a long-term agreement with a company that has staff that essentially need housing. So it's just a very different setup to having 8 different individuals in a house that maybe don't all know each other and stuff. So yeah.
Let us know if you've got any questions on that, because obviously I understand everything you just said about like the corporate lease and renting out, you know what I mean, specifically to like one company that then put their staff in it. But I think that sounds pretty straightforward. I'm just trying to think like, is that a thing over there for a lot of our American followers? Anyway.
Thanks to Christine.
Thank you, Christine. This is a lovely honeymoon cash. And thank you, Nikoti. Honeymoon cash, congrats on your wedding and future marriage. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nikoti, for the question. Oh, and Nikoti said post-Michael recovery fund and wedding.
Yeah.
That is so fun. Oh my gosh, that is hysterical. Oh no, it just did that thing again.
Why does it do that?
I know, I'm just going to... Oh no. Guys, well, I think because we're streaming through the OBS, I think we should still be on there. But that's really annoying. We'll keep talking as if we are still live.
Yeah.
Oh no. Can you check if we're still live on the phone? Oh, just really annoying.
Yeah.
What's going on? Change dash.
Live. Still says
we're
live.
Still going. Okay, so we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
What's going on. I can try and go on my phone and just... oh no, we're back on.
If you read the questions from your phone then, because then if you're logged in as Property Couple, when you can see where we're at.
So, I'm seeing some new names here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sheldon. I haven't seen...
Oh, Sheldon. I know Sheldon.
Oh, you know Sheldon?
Oh yeah,
okay, Sheldon. Sorry, I've never seen Sheldon in the comments.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Sheldon.
Oh,
it's been years. How are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
I know Sheldon from my channels. Yeah, really, really great.
Amazing.
He's actually a doctor as well. I hope I'm allowed to say that, Sheldon. Sheldon, I've got tonsillitis. I'm taking illegal amoxicillin, which we currently buy over the counter in Greece and bring it home. Is that okay? Let me know.
John has said I can just see AK at a Texas barbecue joint.
Honestly.
What is Texas barbecue?
Oh, you need to watch my video on it, man. Texas barbecue is sensational.
Sounds good.
It's so good. Barbecued meats. More meat, and then you get like mashed potato. What else did we get? We got pickles. Oh, babe, it's just amazing.
There's one thing I will say
so is good. The barbecued meat.
The sandwiches over there were always so good.
Do you know what? That's one thing I regret. The
sandwiches were so good.
I regret not going to this like famous deli, Cat's Delicatessen, when I was in New York.
Yeah.
You know where Harry Met Sally, that famous scene in Cat's Deli.
No.
I didn't. Oh, you didn't know that film?
I haven't seen that film.
Oh my gosh. It's really funny. You should watch that film. Anyway, so I really wanted to go. There was a big queue, and it was like $30 for a sandwich. It's really famous. Anyway,
wow.
We'll save. Thank you for the honeymoon tips. We'll save that for a big sandwich. He sold the shed and everything in it. Guys, you've uncovered the fact that I'm going to retitle this live stream later called "Realising Michael Stole Our Shed."
Has to be.
It's just
We
so
were
funny.
like, how is it? Yeah, no, it has to be.
This is
I'm convinced.
hilarious.
Convinced now.
This is just absolutely hysterical. Oh, you need to turn the volume
sorry,
down.
I was wondering where I was
because you can
hearing
hear
that from.
us. Oh my gosh. I'm sure some of the neighbours saw a huge shed moving off. That's the thing. I need to talk to Lorinda, the neighbour, the hilarious one, and see what she saw. She sees everything.
I know.
She's quite something. Are you still live? You're still live. Okay, it froze. Okay.
Cool.
Well, it looks like we're up to date. Oh, and Sheldon, the doctor, said yes, amoxicillin is one of the drugs of choice to treat your tonsillitis. Fantastic. I love self-diagnosing myself in the family cupboard of pills. Yeah. Leah, you'd be able to eat one of their sandwiches for a week with the amount that Cat's Deli put in them.
Oh my
gosh. We'll definitely have leftovers.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I have
Christy.
heard of it.
Yeah, it's in like the lower east side. I think that's where I stayed.
Is it near Chinatown? Is it near Chinatown?
No, it's not close to Chinatown.
Fantastic.
No.
I mean, good job I'm wearing a New York top.
Honestly,
Like
hysterical.
I know,
That's
I know what
hysterical.
I'm doing. I don't.
Oh my gosh, did I tell you that when I was on the course, on the comedy thing,
Yeah.
I met someone who said that they lived in New York, and I was like, "Oh, you live in New York? Like, you're not from far away?" And he's like, "Yeah, but it takes me like 2 hours to get here." And I was like,
gosh.
"But we're in New York right now," and he was like,
Oh
"Yeah,
my
New
gosh.
York's massive."
Yeah, I know,
and I was like, "Oh, we're in New York City."
We're so ignorant here. We're like,
Like-
oh, is it not Manhattan? Like that.
Yeah.
We just think New York's Manhattan. don't we?
No, I liked that I didn't stay in Manhattan. I
Yeah.
stayed in the cheap bit.
Yeah.
Everyone was worried about me. They were like, "Leah, it looks really dangerous where you are."
Right.
But it just ended up being trendy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was one of
Yeah,
them.
one of them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
Michael attached wheels to it, and it's now a motorhome. Fantastic. That is hysterical.
Can I just because
Yes, you can.
Cooper has just said, "Is the squatter gone for good?" Which reminds me of a comment that someone made earlier today,
What did
which
they
was,
say?
"How can you be sure that Michael doesn't try and become a tenant?"
I
and
saw
I was
that.
just like,
I saw that comment.
we
too.
don't know because Michael is not even his name, so we don't even know if he's going to get through. But
Oh
I
my
would hope he
gosh.
doesn't pass the referencing. I would hope he doesn't pass the.
That would be Michael's way
rented-
of having the last laugh.
Oh my god, he won't
be
pass.
like,
He won't pass
slow
the
thing.
the checks that we spoke about at the beginning.
I would recognise Michael's voice. Like, if he's on the phone and we're doing like an intro call or something, I just would be like, "That's Michael."
Yeah.
Honestly, guys. Just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who's jumped onto this live stream. It's been really nice. We're trying to commit to one live stream a month. We are doing one YouTube video upload a week. We are doing short form videos every day, nearly every day, not every day. And we're just overall trying to share more on the channel.
Yeah.
So we really, really appreciate you guys being here and asking questions. If there's any questions you think of, but we haven't had time to answer them, just write them in the real comment, not the live chat comments, the actual comments on the video. And we'll get round to them in next month's live stream, whether it's property related, squatter, personal, wedding, honeymoon, anything. Please just send us your questions. We absolutely love chatting to you guys.
Yeah.
And any final parish notices?
No, I just think I am always amazed and taken back when people actually take the time to watch videos that we create.
I know.
Also leave comments, because I know that might sound, a bit odd, but I genuinely am, because, it's just an
like a
amazing
big
thing. I
thing,
genuinely really am humbled by it every time. Like when I see people watching and commenting, I'm like, wow, you're watching content that we make. That's amazing. So yeah, I also just want to say thank you so much to all your support, and you guys are amazing. So
Oh, yeah. No, you're very much like people's most precious thing in life is their attention and their time. So the fact that they're giving their time to watch anything that we post means so much.
Yeah.
So really funny comment from Lisa. You'd recognise him by his piercing eyes.
I've got piercing eyes. Yeah.
Guys, thank you for just being amazing. This has been a really, really fun live stream, and we will see you all in our next video upload on Sunday.
There might be one before.
We might upload before.
There might be
uploading
one before, but if not, we will see you on Sunday.
Yes.